be a cheerleader for success, the worst possible thing that you can do is not be happy for somebody else's success. And there's a very particular reason why this is, because one, the Prophet ﷺ said that you are not a true believer until you wish for a brother what you wish for yourself, or wish for a sister what you wish for yourself, whatever it is. But there is a very big scientific reason as to why we should always be a cheerleader for other people's success. Number one, when you start to become almost envious, you become jealous, you have some sort of negative feeling in your chest when looking at somebody else's success, all you are doing is you are telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is not something that I like, this is not something that is good for me, and therefore do not give it to me. When you start to feel happy for people's success and you start to become a cheerleader for their success, you are telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is what I like, so please give it to me. Because Allah says in the Quran, if you are grateful, I will surely increase you. He doesn't say, if you're grateful, I'll just increase you. No. Look at the certainty behind the words. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you. He will surely increase you. Okay, so this isn't just gratitude towards yourself. This is gratitude towards other people, because you have to understand that we are all connected. Understand that every single human being and everything in this world is somehow, some way connected. You can look into quantum physics. Okay, I don't have to explain quantum physics to you on this video. However, everything is connected. So when you wish for a brother, wish for a sister, what you wish for yourself, when you become a cheerleader for their success, you are aligning with that energy. You are aligning with that specific success, and therefore you are calling more of that success to you. But more specifically, you are giving yourself the opportunity to now walk into that success. So there's a very interesting perspective, right? And this perspective is sometimes we attract things to us, but in reality, we could also be walking into our success. We can be walking into our opportunities, or what's written for us, our risk, right? So a really good way to interpret this is the day of judgment has already occurred. We're just walking towards it. Does that make sense? So it's the same thing in this scenario, is that when you start to align with somebody else's success with excitement, with gratitude, with certainty that you like this thing for this person, so therefore you must like it for yourself, you give yourself the opportunity to walk into that success. Okay? Now there's some rules here that you can't break. The first rule is that when you're happy for somebody else's success, you're becoming their cheerleader for success, you cannot put that success on a pedestal. Because if you are overly excited about their success to the point where you have now idolized that success, where if you do not achieve that success, then something is going to happen to you, or you feel like their success is so great that this person is above you, or that you can never reach that level, that is also one level of an extreme that you can't go to, because putting anything on a pedestal means automatically that this thing has power over you, and therefore you don't believe that you're worthy of it, therefore you don't believe that you're deserving of it, and therefore you are telling your brain that this is not something that is attainable. Okay, now this is where we're going into some pretty interesting science when it comes to neuroscience. Now your brain, your subconscious mind, has a set of beliefs. Okay, and the set of beliefs are dictated by a lot of different things, but one of those sets of beliefs is, what am I worthy of, what am I deserving of, and who am I really? What do I own? Okay, so what am I worthy of, what am I truly deserving of, and what is it that I am and what I own? Okay, so have you ever noticed that when you own a specific shirt or a car or whatever it is, really, you start to see that everywhere? Maybe there's a specific grocery store by your house and you go shopping at that grocery store, but when you're driving to a different town, you see a different branch of that grocery store, but you notice it because you're like, oh, this is familiar, I go here. So this is a very interesting perspective. This is the confirmation bias. And the confirmation bias, the reason why it works is because our subconscious mind is like a master computer. It's like a mastermind in its own. It's like a powerhouse. And the subconscious mind has a soldier, per se. And this soldier is at the mercy of the subconscious mind. The soldier has no free will of its own. It is just a yes man. It takes orders from the subconscious mind. Now, let's say that the subconscious mind has a certain set of beliefs, things that it owns, certain things that it believes it deserves, certain things that it believes it's worthy of. Well, what the subconscious mind is now going to do is it's going to go order and command its soldier, which is a reticular activating system, to say, hey, look, so you are now my lens for reality. And what you're going to do now as my lens of reality, you are now going to filter out all the things that I'm supposed to look at and what I'm not supposed to look at, where my focus should go and where my focus should not go. And this is going to make a lot of sense. So what's happening is the subconscious mind is telling the reticular activating system to put on this lens and filter out, right? So let's say your beliefs are, I deserve average things. I am only worthy of an average spouse, an average life, an average job, an average income, and quite literally, I own nothing good, and I am ungrateful. Now, these sets of beliefs, oh my God, that made me feel bad just saying it, even acting. I never say these types of things, so it's a little weird for me, okay? So even if we have these sort of beliefs, for example, what's going to happen is this is now the lens, the glasses that I'm wearing. My reticular activating system is my soldier, and it's now going to filter out all the success. Because all I am saying is I'm worthy and deserving of average things, and I have nothing. I'm an ungrateful person, so I'm going to get more of nothing. Because Allah says, if you are grateful, I will surely increase you not. If you are ungrateful, what do you think you're going to get? Nothing. Literally, it's the quite literal opposite, okay? But if we do the opposite, which is we take a belief system that is, I am worthy of millions of dollars and a successful life, and I am worthy of praying 5 times a day, and I'm worthy of Allah's mercy, and I'm worthy of happiness, and I'm worthy of peace, and I'm worthy of joy, and I'm worthy of wealth, and I deserve good things in life, and I deserve happiness in life, and I deserve to be rich, and I deserve to be a Muslim, and I deserve all the blessings and barakah because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I just deserve these things, right? And you're not saying it from an arrogant point of view, right? Because I can see how that perspective may come in some people's minds. It's just a sense of self-value, a sense of self-worth, all right? So we're not reaching a level of arrogance. Arrogance is an extreme. This is more of a neutral self-worth that I'm worthy, okay? And that good things should come to me because I will do good things with those things that I'm receiving. I am a good person, and therefore I would not do anything in an unrighteous manner, okay? And then you say, I own everything. I was born with everything. I am a grateful human being, right? Even if I have nothing in terms of material things, I have everything because I have Allah, and I'm so grateful. I have a roof over my head, and I have a breath, that's putting oxygen into my body and releasing carbon dioxide, and I feel so amazing because my heart is pumping, and I get to experience life no matter what the circumstances are, and I'm so grateful because I own everything, even if you have absolutely nothing. Well, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get all of the poverty, all of the satanic stuff, all of the things that are not good for you, all that stuff's going to get filtered out by your reticular activating system because that's the soldier. And the soldier is only going to look for abundance now. The soldier is only going to go look for good wives or good husbands or good situations or money opportunities. The soldier is going to go literally find you the life that you believe you deserve, all right, that you believe that you're worthy of. Does that make sense? So how does this tie back to you being a cheerleader for other people's success? Because when you become a cheerleader for other people's success, that is you telling your brain, your subconscious mind, that this is what you actually like, that this is what gives you that dopamine, that this is what gives you that rush, that this is what makes you happy, and this is what makes you excited, and this is what actually allows for your nervous system to regulate, because you're not getting stressed out by somebody else's success. When you get stressed out by somebody else's success, or you get anxious, or you get overwhelmed, or you feel some sort of negative emotion, you're telling your subconscious mind that no, my nervous system quite literally collapses at the fact that that person is driving a Lamborghini. So make sure that I will never drive a Lamborghini in my life, or never own a Lamborghini in my life. My nervous system looks at that person's marriage. Oh my God, her happy marriage makes me so angry for some reason. Please, subconscious mind, make sure that I never get that. And then your reticular activating system starts to go to work, filters out all the bad husbands, or all the good husbands, in this case, all the good husbands, and says, you know what? These are all the good men. Take them and put them to the side. Make sure I never talk to these men. Make sure these men are never want to approach me, because I'm unapproachable by these men. And show me all the bad men who are going to break my heart, because I deserve, that type of love. I don't deserve the good love. Does that make sense? Right? So same thing for men, same thing for women. This isn't something that differentiates by gender. This is something that is just how our brain works. All right. So I didn't have to go into some woo-woo manifestation stuff to articulate this to you. It's literally in our DNA, and it's literally in science. If you are happy for other people, all you will do is attain those things for yourself. Not only physically, but energetically. All right. Spiritually, your nervous system will have a... Wait, what? My phone died, so... Okay. My phone died. All right, my phone died, but a really, really important thing here is this is where you can really amplify your deen. This is really where you can even receive more of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy as well. If you start to look at other people who are increasing their iman, they are leveling up their deen, they are trying to become better Muslims, this is where this will benefit you the most. Because if you look at those people and you start to really feel good about the fact that they are taking steps towards their deen instead of bashing them, wallahi, you are doing so much for your soul. Because all you are doing is you are reinforcing that you are a good Muslim, all right, by looking at that brother who decided that they're going to pray more, by looking at that sister who said, you know what, I'm going to wear the hijab, even if she's inconsistent with it. By looking at any one of these individuals who is trying to become more righteous in their deed, if you start to look at these people and start to get very excited about their wins, imagine what Allah will do for you. Because remember, if you are grateful, surely I will increase you. This is not just gratitude towards yourself. This is gratitude for everybody, because we're all connected. We are all connected. Every single person in this world is connected. Your actions, the words you say, the things you do impacts the whole world. And that is something that a lot of people do not realize, is that everything is connected. And therefore, if you understood how much your actions, your words, your feelings have consequences and impacts in this world, not just for yourself, but for everybody else, that is when you will truly understand what I am saying. That is why... That is why you need to become a cheerleader for other people's success, because all you are doing is you are signaling more and more success all around you. And not for yourself, but for other people as well. When other people receive success through you, it comes back to you tenfold. This is the law of cause and effect. I've talked about this. The more you cause other people to have success, the more you will have it for yourself. If you want something in your life, you cause somebody else to have it first. You want a good spouse, you cause somebody else to have a good spouse. You want money, you cause somebody else to have money. You want to go to the Kaaba and touch the black stone, you let somebody else touch the black stone. You push them into it. I shoved somebody's head into the black stone. And guess what? Allah made my journey to the black stone so easy. I didn't have to force myself there. I didn't have to fight anybody. I kind of just glided there like a river. Because that is just how the world works, okay? That is just how the world works. And when you start to see it that way, you will never, ever, ever backbite somebody again. You will never have a negative emotion about somebody's success again. And you have to be very aware of this. And look, I don't blame you if you do. I don't blame you. If you have a negative feeling towards somebody else succeeding in any realm of human endeavor, I don't blame you, because sometimes we are born in a way and raised in a way where we are conditioned to feel these emotions when we look at people. Sometimes we are raised in an environment or by individuals that all we have observed is people being envious towards other people. So we have no really conscious ability here. It's all subconscious actions. But now that you are aware to the fact that you are actually doing this stuff, that you're feeling some sort of negative emotion towards somebody else's success and not being a cheerleader for them, now that you are aware to this, that is when real change starts to occur. This is the beginning of your success journey. This is the beginning of your enlightenment journey. The second you start to realize that, wait, I shouldn't be backbiting this person. I feel something here. And it doesn't feel like enlightenment. It doesn't feel abundant. It doesn't feel holy. It's making me feel kind of bad. It's making me feel like I have chains on me. You know what? I love that for you, bro. I feel grateful for that person. I like that this person has a nice car. I like that this person has a nice marriage. I like that this person gets to travel the world. I like that this person's successful. I like that this person is getting on their deen. I like that this person is a good Muslim. I like that this person is a good mother or a good father. I like the fact that this person is doing well in their life. I like the fact that this person's happy. And you start to really feel that, and you're like, you know what? May Allah bless them with even more than me. And then you go on with your day and you release it. You don't get attached to the idea. You don't feel anything else of it. You're neutral. And that is true tawakkul. That is true letting go. That is faith. When you're just easy. When you're at a state of peace and ease. Okay, you have no expectations. You're happy for them. And you go on. And that's when Allah truly blesses you with it. So I hope this makes sense. It's not your fault. Now that you know, and you're conscious to the fact that your unconscious mind has had these things happen. They have these little traumas or these little neural pathways that don't want you to be a cheerleader for other people's success. But it's okay. Starting today, starting from the day you watch this video, this is the new you. Every single time you see somebody, you're going to be a cheerleader for their success. Whether that's saying that to their face by saying, MashaAllah, Allahumma barak, or saying it in your heart and feeling it in your heart, because the feeling matters a lot. Okay, that's one thing that's very important. It's the feeling. If you say mashallah or Allahumma barak, but your feeling isn't there, then you're still faking it. The words alone don't hold the weight. The feeling holds the most weight. So it's all about feeling good about their success. Okay, and genuinely wishing for a brother, wishing for a sister what you wish for yourself. It's that feeling. And if you don't get that feeling of gratitude, as if you accomplished it, as if you achieved that thing, as if you manifested it, or as if you have the relationship, or whatever it is, if you don't have that feeling, that's when you know that you're not truly grateful. But if you have that feeling, that's when you know you finally hit it. That's when you know you finally are feeling that sense of gratitude for that person, and therefore Allah will send it to you as well. It's this feeling of peace and ease. It's this feeling of bliss. Anyways, this has gotten quite long. I hope I've provided enough context on the situation. May Allah bless you. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have some pretty cool videos coming up as well about business, about more relationship stuff, and then obviously more faith-driven and manifestation-driven stuff like this. May Allah bless you.